Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Reading the Red this Friday morning. Continuing in Matthew chapter 5, verse 33. Jesus, having dealt with the issue regarding marriage and divorce, now goes again to the disciples at a different issue. And he says in 33, "Again, you have heard that the ancients were told, you shall not make false vows, but shall fulfill your vow to the Lord." So, Jesus starts off again. So what he says, when he says again, he's saying, continuing on from the revelation of what I'm about to tell you. So he said 1, 2, and now he's coming again. Again. I'm saying it again, I say to you that you have heard, and they had heard, remember, the revelation to Moses and the law and everything there. So he's always referring back to what they received from God in the Old Testament that enabled them to retain and establish themselves as the people of God. So he says, again, I say to you, you have heard that the ancients, and the ancients were the people who went before, the ancients were told, you shall, this is the revelation, you shall not make false vows. You shall not make false vows. Now, a vow is a promise. So Jesus is telling the disciples, your promises are precious. Don't make false promises. And don't make false promises to God, because it's not right. Because in God's eyes, a promise is as if it's done. So all the promises of God that there are in the Bible will be fulfilled because God keeps his word. And Jesus is saying to the disciples, I want you to be like God, that you keep your promises. So better that you don't make a promise than to make a promise and not keep it. Because the broken promise is such a damaging thing to someone's heart. And I know that you would have been through life and known the experience of broken promises. And as children, when we make when promises have been made to us and they're not fulfilled, it shapes our ability to trust. And that concept of making a promise and having trust broken is a very difficult thing to manage as children, because we get confused. Children are so innocent and they're so ready to believe. And then when those promises are made and they're not kept, they're so damaging to their ability to trust in the future. And so many people in this world live with a broken heart because promises that were made to them have not been fulfilled. And Jesus in this story, in this revelation of truth, is saying, listen, disciples, don't make promises that you're not going to keep. But especially don't make promises to God that you won't keep. Now, I know some people think that this is talking about the pledge of money to God in terms of promises or services rendered to God. And they are valid as well. But don't make, Jesus says, promises that you won't keep. Have a great day, brilliant weekend, and I'll see you on Monday morning.